Hey guys, Jamie here and welcome to episode 10 of the Built series. This episode is all about confidence, and what I'm going to be doing is going to give you 8 tips to improve your confidence. There's going to be a few little swear words in here, so I would apologise, but I'm not really. I'm probably going to get this demonetised, but fuck it. Let's go. Number 1 is no one is going to do this shit for you. This is something that I say to people all of the time. People come to me and say, I'm shit at video. I'm like, well, what do you expect? You don't do any video. I'm not very good at exercising. You don't do any exercise. Unfortunately, for you to get more confident, you need to take action, and nobody is going to hold your hand through it. One of the most powerful things that you can do to improve your confidence is put one foot in front of the other. Too many people think that they need to do everything all at once, when you just need to get that momentum and do something. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is just to start. But once you get that momentum, and most importantly, once you start seeing a small win and a small result from what it is that you're doing, you'll have more confidence to do it. So number 1, no one is gonna do this shit for you. I can sit here and go rah rah and motivate you till the cows come home, but unless you take the action yourself, you're gonna be stuck where you are. Tip number 2, and this is a brutally honest one. No one cares. If I don't jump on Facebook for a day, for a week, for a month, and I come around and say, oh, I'm sorry, I've been busy, or I'm sorry, I haven't felt too well. No one cares. The Instagram algorithm doesn't care if you've got the flu, neither does Facebook. One of the biggest things that you can do to strive for confidence and success is have this unrelenting energy to just show up, even when you don't want to do it. Something that we spoke about in the previous Built episodes is commitment. Commitment is doing the thing that you said you were going to do long after the mood in which you said it has left. There are some times where I can't be asked to do posts on social media, where I can't be asked to do a video like we're doing now. But I committed myself many years ago to get up and get this shit done. And so far so good, it's working very well. So one of the biggest motivators for myself and hopefully for you is understand that you've got to do the shit for yourself. No one cares if you don't do it, but if you don't do it, you're not going to get the result from what it is that you're doing. Confidence tip number 3. One day you will be dead. If you know that one day all of this is going to end, that should motivate you to do whatever it is that you want to do. You're not going to get a second chance to do this. And I guarantee if you speak to people on their deathbed, one of the biggest things that they are thinking and feeling is regret for not going there and doing the things that they really wanted to do. Something that I remind myself every day is this is all going to be over one time. And that actually gives me the confidence to say, fuck it, let's just do it. What's the worst that can happen? And that's the kind of mentality that I want you to have. The fact that you're going to die should motivate you to do things rather than be somber and go, oh, I won't do that. The reason that people don't do stuff is that they think they're going to live forever, or they're going to have plenty of time to do it. Life is very short, and it is not getting any longer. So make sure that you're writing down what it is that you're looking to do, reminding yourself that you are running out of time, and push one foot in front of the other and do it. Confidence tip number 4. Your friends and your colleagues don't pay your bills. I'll say that again. Your friends and your colleagues don't pay your bills. One of the biggest things that stops people from doing what it is that they want to do is the opinions of other people. I'll tell you a little bit of a story. When I left the army and I started getting into fitness modeling, I was in different magazines, and what did I have? I had my friends taking the piss out of me. Squaddy friends are quite brutal, but it's what I wanted to do. I didn't care about the opinions of them, and a couple of years later, those people that were taking the piss out of me started to ask me for advice. Something that I say to my clients all the time. First they ask you why, then they ask you how. So don't get caught up in the opinions of other people because they're not the ones paying your bills. I see this with personal trainers all the time. They do posts to seek approval from other professionals. They're not the ones that are paying their bills. It's their clients. You should get into the minds and the eyes of the people that need your help. And that in itself should motivate you to become more confident because you stop looking at the opinions of other people close to you and then you care more about the opinions of people that you know that you can help. Confidence tip number 5. Small wins increase confidence. So many people try and chop and change things all at once. If they're looking to lose weight, they'll look to go on a diet, start hitting the gym, stop eating carbs, stop seeing their friends, and these are lots of habits which you're not going to keep consistent with. You might get a big win straight away, but it's very hard to keep consistent with lots of new habits. What I try and tell people to do is find something that they can do every single day with ease. And if we're going back to the past episode, which we're talking about tiny habits produce big results, you'll know exactly why. When you start to see a result and a win from a small daily habit, you're open up to the possibility of other habits which you're looking to change. Something that I say to clients is just to focus on getting 10,000 steps a day. And just committing to those 10,000 steps a day, tracking on your Fitbit or Apple Watch, will probably see a change in scale weight, purely because you are moving a lot more. And if you're moving a lot more, the chances are you're expending more energy that will help you with your fat loss goals. And if you start seeing a win from it, as I said, you're going to be open to the possibilities of other things from that. It's this kind of positive circle of going, oh, I've done that. That was easy. What's the next easy thing I can do? Drinking water, eating 3 meals and a snack. These small, steady wins eventually over time will equate to big ones. Confidence tip number 6. If it's hard to do, it's good to do. So many people get disheartened when the going gets tough, but anything that is hard to do and involves a lot of your attention and a lot of your time is a very good thing to do, purely because lots of other people can't be asked to do it. The reason people are turning their heads to an impressive physique is it's very hard to achieve. The reason that people get paid so much money for things such as being a pilot, being a lawyer, being a doctor, is because it takes a long time to do. And many people aren't up to the challenge of it. So think about this in your life. Think about things that you are trying to learn to do. And if they're hard, then smile. Because if you keep at it and you get a result from it and you get good at it, the chances are that other people are going to give you money to do it for them, thus potentially becoming more successful. Tip number 7, you will be shit at first. This should give you confidence. Anything that you do that's new, more than likely you're going to be shit at. If you decide to do social media every single day, you're not going to be the best at it. If you're going to do videos every day, you're probably not going to be the best at it. If you're going to do public speaking, guess what? You're probably going to be shit at first. But one of the biggest things that you can do is embrace it and understand that everyone goes through that when they first do something. A lot of people become disheartened because they see people confident on camera or they see people good on social media, and it puts them off from doing it because they're comparing themselves with that person's progress. That person could have been lifting weights for 20 years. That person could have been public speaking for most of their life. You're starting at the beginning. So understand that you're not going to be as good as somebody else who has spent many years doing it, and embrace that. Something that is so powerful is being shit at something, because it changes the way that you think about it. You tend to open your ears more. And when somebody becomes an expert, they tend to close their ears more. And it's so important to always have those ears open. The only way that you're going to do that is by seeking new challenges that you've never done before. So my challenge for you this year is to find something that you're shit at and get better at it. Something that I'm going to be challenging myself to do this year is paramotoring. It's basically an engine on your back, flying through the air at thousands of feet high, hoping that I don't die. I'm not very good with heights, and it's something completely new to me, which is going to enable me to open my ears and open my eyes, listen to instructors and get better. And confidence tip number 8, it's not what you can do, it's how you can help. So many new personal trainers that I see, they haven't been doing personal training a long time, but they're very good at what they do because they're passionate. They know that they're not the best yet, but what their passion comes from is wanting to help others. And some of the best personal trainers that I see and some of the most successful are the ones that are genuinely passionate about helping others. And what that does is it gives you confidence to say to yourself, look, I don't know a lot, but I'm willing to learn and I'm willing to give everything I have got. And what happens with that mentality is you have the ability to absorb more information and most importantly, apply it. But also you give yourself the confidence to know that, hey, I'm not going to be in this kind of imposter syndrome where a lot of people I've seen have, where they don't believe that they're good enough to do what it is that they're doing. And that can be very, very counterproductive for your own mindset and own confidence because you feel like a fraud. Be open and honest and go, I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing. I'm doing the best that I can and my intentions are the best. I'm looking to get better. I'm trying to help as many people as I can and I'm willing to listen to experts to improve. That is one of the biggest things that you can have for self-confidence. Something that I did with my book was leaving some grammar mistakes in there. I had an opportunity to change them, but one of the problems that would have happened with the book is it wouldn't have launched on time. I made a decision to go, fuck it, just put it out there because it wasn't about the mess in the book, it was about the message. And what happened is within 8 hours, that book went to a bestseller. And had I thought about, am I good enough to launch a book? Am I going to be concerned about a couple of grammar mistakes? I could have never launched that book. So I want you to think about this. It's not about what you can do, it's about who you can help. And don't get too caught up if your message is just a little bit messy. Progress is so much more important than perfection. I mess up a lot, I make a lot of grammar mistakes. I have to do some of these videos again and again and again, but I do them because I know if I can just impact one person with this message, then I've done my job correctly. Ladies and gents, that is my 8 tips for confidence. Believe in yourself, believe in your abilities, open your ears and eyes to the possibilities of being wrong, wanting to learn more, and understand that one day this is all going to end. So if that doesn't motivate you enough to go out there and do the things that you know that you want to do, then nothing will. Thank you for tuning in to episode 10 of this Built series. If you like this, please share it and don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. Also, I want some feedback from you and I want to know what it is that you want to see the next few episodes. So please, please, please comment below and let me know. Thanks for tuning in and I'll see you next week.